at this point, I don't think I would do anything differently. I'll be honest, in the sense of I think we were very diligent with all parts involved to make this happen in the nicest way possible. So I don't think I would change anything in the sense of how I approach things, but I would definitely. And so yeah, I think that's the thing. Like I'm very happy how everything's coming in together, and I'm very surprised how all the pieces are coming and just kind of fitting very nicely. So on that sense, I'm very grateful, and because of that, I don't think I would done anything differently. But what I can say in terms of challenges is that there were many, and I think there are many technical challenges. I think we should all definitely have this type of conversation with Anatoly as well, because he will definitely have a lot of insights about working and making this happen through coding between the two tools, right? Building the glue. So he's the guy to talk about it. But I would say that just in the workflow, but also communicating, there were huge challenges. When you jump to learn something new and something with such a open-ended, the idea like there's so many models, there are so many workflows. The workflows get obsolete very easily, very fast in GenAI. Things are changing, moving very fast. So, um, so with that said, I think communicating that, communicating the ideas and making sure that you're presenting it in a very artist-friendly tone, uh, making sure people kind of understand your vision is, I think, one of the biggest challenges. I think that was one of the biggest challenges, in the sense of how do we push this idea forward in an ethical and sensible way. What is the communication? And that was I was practicing in school, right? The sense of how I can explain all these super complex diffusion and AI things to someone who doesn't know any of it.
Yes.
And honestly, taking the burden or like understanding that the burden to make a message to come across is on to the speaker. You have to, if someone is not understanding, it's not because of their lack of knowledge. That's very me. You are not making yourself easy enough to understand because everybody
Yes.
is going to have a way. Everybody can understand this. Everybody has their touch points. It's just that you gotta adjust your discourse to be able to communicate with different people. And if you really want to get across people, if you care about getting across with them, you're gonna do the best you can to adjust your conversation so you can speak with people, right? And getting your ideas across. You can have this very amazing solution, but if you not only market, but you have a weird approach to it, it's just not gonna fly. That's kind of because I'm also a teacher, right? I've been teaching for at this point almost 4 years, and I did
Mm-hmm.
Houdini, and I did Houdini for people who don't know Houdini. And I care so much that all of my students learn Houdini, and I try my best not to kind of have those classes where only one people or two people keep up with it. And being able to kind of guide the students through this process and kind of building a curriculum for them so they can kind of go for it and learn with me, that resonated also in the way I'm teaching people
Yeah.
this integration. But I can also bring some other challenges in the sense of, if not communication, I think organizing what is
Yes.
priority, right? There is a lot of conversations about how do we move forward with it, or how do you get started with this?